Hey y'all, it is Prince's friend, and doing a special half-hour live stream today. This is going to keep it really short here, but I'm pretty excited about just kind of what's going on right now on the channel. There's just lots of amazing things that are going on right now. So the first one is obvious, and a lot of people already know about it, but we were able to hit 12,000 subscribers this week. And it actually happened last night where I was like, oh man, we hit 12,000 subscribers and it's really late and I'm not going to do anything about that right now. But today seemed like a good day to do something about that. And yesterday's video went up and a lot of people were really, really liking it. And I like that. I also ranted a little bit about like, it's so weird, right? Because I'm a review channel, but then people don't like it if I say anything other than like, you know, hey, this is the best thing ever since sliced bread and everything's peachy keen and perfect. And it's not always the case. Sometimes I really like the thing, but hey, I want to point out the things that maybe could have been better and whatnot. So I ranted a little bit about that. But no, we hit 12,000 subscribers. You know, it's one of those cliched things. I don't want to say like, I never thought that we would ever get here. And it's like, you know what? When I started, I didn't think I was going to get there. However, I've been keeping really close tabs on the growth of the channel and really trying to figure out the trajectory and what we can do to heighten that, what I can do to, you know, increase number of subscribers, number of everything. So that's one of the main things that I've been really working on. And that is a whole other job. Like, yes, there's the making the videos, and then there's the whole trying to figure out YouTube's analytics and trying to figure out how to get the SEO and the keywords down and all that stuff. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to hit that back end of that. And I think that's what's going to end up making this channel super duper successful. And my goal now would be to hit 15,000 by the end of the year. And by my projections, 15,000 by the end of the year actually sounds pretty much on point. So the next time we celebrate, we'll be at 15,000. It will be the next time. I'm not going to like do another one at 13 and another one at 14. It seems to belabor it when we make it too special too many times, especially because of the speed at which we are growing. So there's that. I'm going to take a little bit of water here. So hello to Funk Child, Brandon, Zoe, Tyrick, Divine, Kim, Rebecca, Lorraine, and Raywin. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the ones who are commenting, even though there are actually 40 people watching right now. So that's pretty awesome. One of the other really, really great things here that has happened just recently. So you all know that the goal for the Patreon drive was supposed to go through the 12th, and it's still going right now. So that's really nice. But the goal was to get to 30 patrons by the end of the month. And the really, really cool thing is, and you would never believe this, but we've already hit 34. And when we started, we were at 15. So that should tell us something. Like we have increased by leaps and bounds by a bunch. The newest patrons are Isabel Orozco, who I see her all the time in the comments. Martin Buckberry, who just recently joined the channel, Ann Hall as well. And those are, I believe, are the new ones. Yeah. And Lovin to Hear and Maurice Banks. Okay, I got you all. So we've gotten a ton of new people, and that means that we still have 2 more weeks to go, and we're still going to be hitting more people. And again, with the Patreon, I always say, you know, one of the things that I do is we I do give a lot of creative control to the patrons. I do like to give them, like, the latest blog post was, hey, here are all the albums that I plan on doing, and it's up to the patrons to vote on what order I'll be doing them. So that's one fun thing. I also post up bloopers. I also post up exclusives. Sometimes they will get access to a video a few days before everybody else does. And one of the things that I'm working on now is possibly putting versions of my reviews up that do not include the music on YouTube, since YouTube doesn't like that. But probably having the versions with the music up behind, up for the patrons. So I'm working on that right now. I don't know if that's the direction I'm going to go, but that's pretty much where we are right now. But it's looking pretty good. Is there a winner for the piano and a microphone album? There is, and that was also another reason. That was also another reason why I wanted to come on and do that. So, Susan Seeley, you're saying, why don't they like it? Because they say this is ours, and even if you use 2 seconds of it, you're not allowed to do that. So they want to take down the videos, or they want to block them, or they want to cut out all the music. And I may just be taking a preemptive taking out the music. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The winner of the piano and a microphone album, and I haven't actually told the person, but I ran the random comment selector earlier today, and it is a commenter by the name of Catherine D. So Catherine D, if you are watching here, and I don't know if you are because it's not something that it tells me. It just tells me how many people, not who is here. So unless you're here chatting, you won't know that. But you will receive a thing, like an email or something here. And if she is unable to accept it, or already owns it and doesn't want it, or whatever, then I'll end up running it again. But Catherine D, and that was really nice that I was able to give that away. And here, somebody just asked for the link to the Patreon, so I'm going to put that into the comments. It's patreon.com/princessfriend. So there, that should work. If it doesn't work, let me know. I could have typed something wrong, but it should be patreon.com/princessfriend. And essentially what it is the Patreon, since somebody was asking, the Patreon is essentially where, $2 is the least. You can give up to 25. You can give more than that, but 25 is the last tier that I have. But feel free to plop me half a cup of coffee a month, and you get exclusive stuff. I mean, it's a pretty good deal, I think. So let's see. We have questions here. So yeah, so Catherine D, and congratulations to Catherine D. You will actually get an email, or if you're watching this, send me an email if I haven't sent you one yet, because then I would feel really, really bad about not letting you know before I let everybody else know, and I didn't let you know because I'm terrible at this. But I'm getting better. I actually just bought a book called YouTube Secrets, and I posted a picture of it on my Twitter so everybody could see it. But I'm excited to actually read a book called YouTube Secrets, because it should help me get better at the analytics and just being the owner of a YouTube channel, let alone being a content creator. So there's that. One of the other really, really awesome things that is happening right now is the new photo book called Before the Rain, Prince Before the Rain, and it's a book by Alan B. And I actually don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to butcher it here. I need somebody to tell me how to pronounce it. But he was the photographer who worked with Prince during the Dirty Mind controversy, 1999 era, and I got to contribute to said book. I got to be the one to write up what these eras were like and that sort of thing, and it was really, really awesome to contribute to such an amazing book that, oh my gosh, when you guys get to see these pictures, they are so awesome. Just a peek behind the lens is so amazing. So essentially, I got to contribute to the book. I got to do some of the writing. There's also a foreword by Des Dickerson, and it's been fully edited, and it's gorgeous. I actually should be getting my copy in the mail tomorrow. But when is the release? The release is, I mean, I guess it's on its way to stores now, and it should be releasing it should be later this month. I'm going to be getting my copy. But the cool thing is that on November 1st, if you're going to be up, and I'm probably going to do a separate video about this, but if you're going to be up in Minneapolis on November 1st, I will be there at the book release. The book release is actually going to be at the Electric Fetus. So it should be really, really cool to be able to really go. I'm going to fly out there. I'm going to have a coat because I've heard it's going to be really, really cold. And so, but I'm going to be going up there, and I get to do some interviews, hopefully with Alan B. Maybe I can get Des. I would love to interview him, especially since I just did the, why did Des Dickerson leave the revolution? But there's a whole bunch of people that I'd like to talk to up there, but also just a lot of friends that I met when I went up for Celebration that I would love to run into again. And some of them were from out of town or from other countries, but some of them were also local. So I'm hoping I will be able to run into some of them as I go out there. It would be really, really cool. Yes, it will be super cold, as the land of snow, as Prince used to say. Okay, so let me actually go now to some of these. I was rambling there for a little bit. Let me go through some of these comments real quick. What is my prediction for what the Prince estate is likely to release next? Honestly, I don't think my prediction is worth anything. I would not have predicted the piano and a microphone. So I am at a loss. I am just as much questioning what their next release will be as you are, trust me. And if I sound a lot different from those people who haven't really been to one of these before, it's because when I make my videos, I edit out all my ums and my ohs and my if I say like, oh well, I cut that stuff out. You're getting it raw right now though. So let's let me see. When will I review History? I actually have a slew of reviews to get through before History, so I don't know. I don't have a date for you. I actually have 6 reviews that I'm going to be doing before History, and actually before the next Prince review. So I have 6 reviews that I'm going to be doing, because one of the things that I wanted to do with this year, and it just didn't happen, was I wanted to do a lot of artists' first albums. So I have a bunch of first albums from a bunch of bands that I like, or solo artists, whatever, that I'm going to definitely be throwing out there. So it should be really, really cool. Yes, I would love to interview Jerome. If everybody hasn't seen, go to Jellybean Johnson's YouTube channel, and they just put out the video for let's see, wait, Put Some Jelly on It. So there's actually the video for Put Some Jelly on It, and like it's a 6-minute video, and then like the first 2 minutes is just Jerome and I was rolling on the floor. He is so freaking funny with just everything he does. So if you do get the chance to go check out Jellybean Johnson's video, do that, because it is well worth your time. So let's see. What do I think about Janet Jackson? That weird question. I think that she is a great dancer and performer. Have I read Maite's memoir? Yes, that is a review that I plan on doing also after these first reviews that I'm going to be ending up doing. But I have read it, and I'm going to skim it again just so I can refresh myself. But it was really, really good. Did I ever see Prince in concert? Yes, I only got to see Prince once though. I got to see him in 1997 Jam of the Year tour. In Tampa, Florida, and he only ever came through one other time, Tampa, Florida, and like that was it throughout my whole life. And I've lived here, so I didn't really travel a bunch because I had kids and a job and all of that stuff. So there you go. That's just how it works. So I only got to see him once, but I did get to see him, and it was pretty much the best performance I've ever seen live. And there are some acts who have also put on wonderful shows, but nothing beats a Prince show. So I mean, that's just how that is. Let's see. How many times have I seen? Oh yeah, I just answered that one. Do I have a Prince tattoo on my arm? I do, Susan. I do. I have this one. It's the Prince tattoo here. I actually have an autism tattoo here, and I actually just got a brand new. That's weird angle, but I got a brand new sea turtle right here. It's in the process of healing, but I just got that one as well. So really cool. And this one is represents my son. This one represents my daughter, my oldest son and my oldest daughter. So it's really, really nice. It's really, really nice that I can get these like visual representations of my children, who are, you know, obviously one of the most important you know, things in my life. So, you know, there you go. I say one of, because there's two of them. Because I, you know, I want to say like they are the, because it's plural, and I don't know, it's weird. Children is weird. Have I heard the new Paul McCartney? I have not. I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't even know that he came out with a new one. 12K friends, hell yeah. Hopefully the next release will be rehearsals and sound checks. No, I don't want it to be rehearsals and sound checks. Why would we want it to be that? I want it to be an album. Why do we want more rehearsals and sound checks? That's what we just got. Prince would love all of this and be in disbelief at how much love this is cathartic for me. I don't think he ever questioned how much we loved him. I think that's the thing about Prince, right? I mean, Prince, I don't think would have put so much love into what he did if he didn't know 100% that we loved him just as much. I don't think that it was ever in question. And I never met him in person, and I only got to see one concert. But every time I would put on his music and I would listen to him, I could tell, like, he touched me, and the love that I sent across the universe to him, I have a feeling that he felt it as well. Is it Brown Mark, or did Prince just call him Brown Mark? Well, you know, Mark Brown, he called him Brown Mark because he was brown and he was Mark. So yeah, there you go. So let's see. How many times have I been to Minneapolis? Once. I went for a celebration, but in you know, in November it'll be my second time, and then I'm going to try and make it a regular thing. It'll be nice. Oh, that's the other thing. So I'm also going to the For You concert on Friday. That is actually going to be at 8 p.m. on Friday, and I'm really, really excited about it. I bought tickets for myself, as well as my wife and my two oldest kids. I have somebody who asked me how old my kids are, 17 and 15. And but it's pretty cool that I get to go and experience this with my family. Also, I try to organize some interviews with the people in the tour, and then I got a very, very awesome and polite email that said, hey, we have to politely decline because we just aren't able to fit it into the schedule. And it sucks, but you know, that just means that I'm going to be going into it blind. But I was hoping to really get those interviews for you guys. It just didn't happen. So yeah, it sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So let's see. I remember when the Controversy album review, which was a while ago, great memories. Glad to see we have more friends on the channel. I agree. You know, it's crazy. Like Feng Chao's been with me since the Controversy review, which was, oh my God, that was probably just under 2 years ago. But like the videos have gotten better. And not only has the equipment gotten better, but I've gotten better at making the videos, not only getting more comfortable in front of the camera, but also speaking and making sure that the information is relevant. But also I've been able to construct more discussion pieces as well. So when we started, we actually were mostly reviews. And what I've gotten into nowadays is really just kind of posing questions and trying to get the community to start thinking critically about Prince. Because I mean, one of the biggest things, you know, I always say, like, the biggest compliment that somebody can do, that they can tell you, is not, hey, you did a good job, is if they decided to hire you again, or if they decide to come back. That's how you know. That's how you know you did the right thing. And one of the things that just happened recently, and then I'm actually going to have to go because I have a thing at 8. One of the things that happened recently was today, I believe it was, the Prince podcast, Michael Dean and the Prince podcast released a snippet of the Michael Dean show where they discussed a video I did. and that is a truly humbling thing. I made the Was Prince Black video to spark discussion and to get people talking. And there was lots of talking here in our comments, but it was really good to see that, you know, it's making others also talk. And that's the important thing here. That's what my role here is. You know, my role here is to say, you know, you say Prince is the best at this. Well, you know, I really like him too, but let's discuss it and let's talk about that. And what does that mean? You know, oh, I don't like this about Prince. Well, then let's discuss that. And what does that mean? A lot of the time I end up going into my comments and I try to have constructive conversations with the people there. And that doesn't really happen all that often because it's the internet and YouTube comment sections. And oh my gosh. Also, I would say I got a huge compliment where somebody said, "Hey, if they ever did make a Prince movie, you should play Prince because you look just like him." And I'm just like, first off, I don't think I look like him almost at all. But that, I mean, it was nice. It was nice. I mean, because I think Prince was a handsome man. So, you know, if you say I look like Prince, there you go. Awesome. Then I must be a handsome man. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Let's see. He was so down to earth and seemed so shy on stage. No words forever. Exactly, Tina. Exactly. I went to the 2004 musicology tours. Now that's one I would have wanted to go to. I wrote Prince a letter hoping, yeah, hoping he would marry you. That's cute. But yeah, everybody should subscribe to the Funk Child, by the way. Just saying, everybody should subscribe to him. Do I think Sly Stone's music will ever come back? I think there's a difference between Sly Stone's music and Prince's music because Prince fashioned his music to be similar to Sly Stone's. So it was very funk driven and all of that stuff. But Prince's music, for some reason, it doesn't matter what album you put on and when, it all sounds very Prince and it sounds kind of timeless. And not every band is like that. Like Sly Stone, it sounds very rooted in the 70s. And Prince has a few albums that are definitely rooted in their place in time. But for the most part, the stylistic things that he does are pretty timeless. And I can listen to just about any album and still jam out on it. So it's pretty nice. Let's see. Do you think that they will do a movie about Prince? We talked about that. They will. They will eventually. They just will. Yes, Derek. They do have some of those pictures in. If you go to the actual page for the book itself, there's one picture from that show. But there are more pictures and they are very, very nice. And there's lots of cool angles. What I liked was that there were pictures of him in Vanity hanging out and just kind of just being relaxed and just seeing them just kind of in their element. It was really, really awesome. I'm sorry. I can't wait for this book to come out. I can't wait for everybody to see it. And again, like, I love that my name is attached to such kind of an amazing project. And I thank everybody that they kind of let me come in and be a part of it. What was my favorite song on Purple Rain in 1999? Probably Automatic and Computer Blue. All right. It just seems like such a weird question. Like Purple Rain in 1999. Yeah, those are his like two best-selling albums, but like those are not even close to his best albums. He has so many wonderful albums. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to have to wrap it up there, but I wanted to come in and give everybody kind of a crash course. I wanted to say first, thank you for the 12,000 subscribers. I wanted to say also thank you for hitting 34 patrons. And I wanted to say thank you all, because without you, all of these awesome opportunities would not be opening up for me. The ability to go to Minneapolis and be part of this awesome Prince book, and for me to go to For You, and for me to, I'm going to try and get some interviews, some pictures, some amazing stuff for You, and I'm going to do a review of For You next week after I come back and I collect my thoughts. But there's a lot of awesomeness going on, and none of it would be here without all of you. So thank you so much. I love you all, and may you live to see the dawn. Stop the broadcast.